EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
NHL 2005.
We're here at the St. Pete Times Forum in Tampa, Florida. Welcome to EA Sports NHL 2005. I'm Jim Houston with Craig Simpson here for a fast and thrilling matchup between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Calgary Flames.
Jim, it's a good thing these guys don't take a lot of penalties because their opponents really chew up the open space.
That's right, they can really fly, can't they? Here's a look at tonight's referee. He's an experienced ref who can take control of the game.
Jim, he calls the game by the book. If you get careless with your stick, you'll get called on.
All right, now let's get down to center ice for the opening face-off. Calgary wins the draw. Conroy knocks him over.
These checks keep everyone on their toes, Jim.
Bowled over.
Now that was big time.
Played across. Jelena now with the puck. Over the blue line. Goalie moves out of his net to play the puck. Kiprasov went long. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Checked.
You can hear that one up here.
Shoots the puck. Blocked. Shove. Jelena controls the puck. In over the line. Flattened.
He got dropped.
It's played up by Kubina. Over the line. Big hit.
That looked like trouble.
Over the blue line. Tremendous save. Modine brings it out. Into the attacking zone. In the corner. Kiprasov freezes the puck. This is the starting lineup for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Flares are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Taylor. Pass back. Knocked him off the puck. Clark grabbed it. Moved across. In over the line. Shoots the puck. Centered. One tap. Oh, he hit the post. Turned away. Habibulin made the brilliant save. Out of their defensive end. He gets roughed up by Clark.
A devastating hit.
Over the blue line. Yell now has the puck. Habibulin hangs on for the whistle. There you get a look at the starting lineup for the Calgary Flames. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Conroy wins the faceoff. Bumped off the puck. Richards grabbed it. Over the line. Shoved. Right in front. Flattened.
Another hit like that and sparks will fly.
At center. In over the line. Modine. Into the attacking zone. Leveled.
Excellent physical play.
Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Shot blocked by Cullimore. Over the line. Boyle fires hard. The door is shut by Kiprusov. Tampa has a textbook penalty kill. Press hard outside the blue line and ball back into a solid box in the defensive zone.
And Jim, don't forget, they've got some solid goaltending, and that's a key.
Le Cavalier won the draw. Kiprusov hangs on for the whistle. Kiprusov is a phenomenal talent. He makes saves he has no business making.
Ask any shooter in the league and they'll tell you, he's one of the toughest to beat night in and night out.
The faceoff goes to Tampa. He gets rocked by Yell.
It's getting rough out there.
Quick puck movement in over the line. Into the attacking zone. He gets checked by Lidman.
A little intimidation there.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Saved by Habibulin. Moved ahead. Rings it up. Over the line. In the corner. Great save! Played over. Fedotenko went short. Brings it out. Calgary's about to make a change.
Hit! I could feel that one from here.
In over the line. Conroy knocks him off the puck. Regier into the attacking zone. And that'll do it. The first period draws to an end in a scoreless tie as we head to the break.
Check out page 21 of your program for a look at the players in the system.
We're scoreless after one as we head to the second period. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Calgary. Played across. Over the blue line. Brings it up. Over the line. He gets hit by a Fedosenkov.
That was a throwdown.
Great save by Habibulin. This game's looking a little bit like ping pong from here. They just keep dumping it back and forth over the lines.
Well, Jim, sooner or later, one of these teams has to start getting some shots.
The Lightning get possession off the faceoff. And out they come with a puck. In over the line. Played back. This shot. Kiprusov makes the huge save. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Bowled over.
There's some physical play.
Over the blue line. Scramble in front of the net. Goaltender stopped that. He hangs on to the puck. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Nilsson wins the faceoff. A lateral pass. Over the line. He gets shoved by Cullimore. Played across. In over the line. Shoved.
A great job of stepping up.
Habibulin skates to the puck and he'll play. Moved ahead by Richards. Into the attacking zone. Taken out.
That's showing authority.
Brings it up. Coast to coast. He gets run over by Cullimore. Turned over. Rocked. Intercepted by Boyle. Richards now with the puck. Crushed.
Talk about a headache.
Shoots the puck. Kiprusov covers up for the whistle. Calgary is like a blue-collar team. Hustle for every loose puck. They check like demons.
I used to hate playing against teams like this because they're just so relentless. They don't know what quit means. You have to admire that.
And the faceoff is won by Le Cavalier. Saved by Kiprusov. It's turned over by Conroy. Over the blue line. Played up. Over the line. Shoved. Moved across. In over the line. Quick pass up. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Passed across. Shoots it quickly. Denied by Kiprusov. Over the blue line. Thrashed.
It's getting pretty intense down there.
Tampa puts its third line out. Checked.
A smackdown.
Blocked. Jelena out of their defensive end. Over the line. In over the line. Crushed. One-time shot from the left. Taylor. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
Man, that was a jarring hit.
Brings it out. Over the blue line. Right in front.
He really bounced his man with that hit.
Brings it out. In over the line. Rubbed off the puck. In the corner. Scramble. In behind. Brings it out. Over the line. With a wrist shot. At center. In over the line. Thrashed.
Jim, that was a major league bump.
Brings it out. Calgary puts its second line out. Cannonading drive. Blocked. In front.
1 minute left in the second period.
Over the blue line. Flattened.
Great contact.
Checked. The horn signals the end of the period. We're still
On your way home
scoreless
from the
after
game,
two
be sure
as we
check
head to the
out
break.
In-depth post-game coverage and interviews on your AM dial.
It's time for the third period.
With a score like this, you can expect both teams to try to crank it up.
The action's about to start. Face-off won by Conroy. Crushed.
That was a big league body check.
Big hit. Brings it out. Over the line. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Hit. Pass back. Across. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Kiprasov got a leg on it. Conroy brings it out. Over the line. Checked. Quick puck movement. Into the attacking zone. In over the line. Leopold gets knocked down out of their defensive end. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Donovan, wrist shot, just wide of the net. Hit.
That'll give them some room.
Passed across, over center ice. Richards shoots the puck, pushed aside by Kiprusov. Sometimes a coach likes to change the game and influence his bench with a little argument with the referee. You can see right here the reason for this argument. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Tampa Bay with a faceoff win. Played over. Given away by Clark. He gets taken out by Simon. Over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Heavy shot from the wing by Andrechuk. It's moved across by Simon. Out of their defensive end. He gets rocked.
Knocked him cold.
In over the line. Abby Bulin reached out for the puck. Across. Brings it out. Over the line. Saved by Kiprusov. Brings it out. He gets creamed by Andrechuk. Into the attacking zone. Crushed. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots! Turned aside by Heavy Bulin. Stillman brings it out. Over the line. He gets pushed off the puck. Brings it out. End to end. He gets roughed up by Cullimore. Fires hard. Blocked. Mowed down.
He caught him square on that one.
The goalie's out of his net to play the puck. Kiprasov went long. Cranked him. behind the net. In behind. Played across. Into the attacking zone. Turned aside by Habibulin. Moved ahead. Brings it up. Over the line. He scores, and it's 1-0.
Wow, it's really not fair when a guy can shoot it like that.
Nice goal. He's going to score more often than not with that kind of slap shot. Calgary has to feel the pressure now.
No question, Jim. This team has to come up with a goal. They don't have much time to do it.
Number 33,
He gets laid out by Kubina. Over the blue line. Crushed. Brings it up. In over the line. He gets flattened.
He stops him cold.
Out of their defensive end. Thrashed. Into the attacking zone. Calgary sends in the extra attacker.
Jim, it's a gamble. The empty net could mean another goal, and that would ice it.
Wrist shot by Fedotenko. Brings it up. Calgary puts its third line out. Run over. Over the line. Lidman gets pushed past ahead. Right in front. Brings it up. In over the line. Ooh, off the bar. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Saved by Habibulin. And he covers up for the faceoff. About to drop the puck. Face-off won by Conroy. Rocked. Mowed down. Over the blue line. Goaltender stopped that. Richards. Conroy brings it up. Over the line. It's all over now. Calgary has lost it. 1-0 the final score. From Tampa, Florida, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye.